Let's freaking go. Rangers win, baby. 3-0 over the Pittsburgh Penguins. And you know what? Fuck the Penguins. Fuck them. That's how I'm going to start this one. We're starting fired up. We're going fired up because I'm absolutely livid with what the fuck went down at the end of this game. And I'm happy about the win. Very happy. But I am pissed off with the way this one ended. Oh, did you guys know that Sidney Crosby wasn't playing tonight, by the way? Oh, I sure as hell didn't. Not like the broadcast mentioned it every 2 seconds, especially when the Penguins were on the power play. Before we dive into this one, be sure to leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans. We recap every game here, so why wouldn't you subscribe? Turn the notifications on so you know when I upload. But let's dive into the action here. I'm pissed off with the way this ended. I'm pissed off with how much of babies the Pittsburgh Penguins acted like. Whether it was Anthony Angelo, who the hell are you, with a dirty hit on Tyler Mott. Whether it's Matheson jumping in on Gaudreau after Gaudreau and Malkin were going at it. Whether it was the Penguins staying on the ice after they lost. Go fucking home, you pussies. Yeah, a lot of swearing in this video because I am pissed. I'm pissed. Let's just dive into the game. Let's dive into the game. I'll vent my frustration after with this. Early on, Trouba takes a bad elbow penalty. That wasn't good. And then you had, start the drinking game if you're able to drink. I can't, but if you were able to drink, probably are dead now if you played the drinking game every time the broadcast mentioned Crosby was hurt. Because, there you go. Poor shot. There's the first one. You got right off the rip. Jacob Trouba taking an elbow, and then Crosby, of course, mentioned once that he was hurt. Did you guys know that he was hurt? Or no, that he was out with a non-COVID related illness. My bad. The garbage camera angles come into play, but Tyler Mott was a beast on that penalty kill. All night he was a beast on the penalty kill. He is so damn fast, and I love it. I think he got a shorthanded chance there, too. After that, he ends up turning the puck over, and that sets up a 2-on-1 for the Penguins, and Bluger almost scores one. You have Hedl make a nice fast move to the net, runs over Jari, so Gaudreau buries it after the net's dislodged. Unfortunately, that doesn't count. And it took me late to realize that Braun was scratched for Nemeth. How about that? Trouba gets tripped up. He kind of sold that penalty a bit, but I will take it. Power play, though, couldn't get anything going. Couldn't even enter the zone. The power play all night was embarrassing. Embarrassing. Then the second line after is a good shift. Strome not in the right spot to get a beautiful pass by Copper. But overall, the Rangers, I thought, played a good first period. No goals. Shots in that period were 10-9 in favor of the Rangers. I thought that they played a nice defensive game as well, not giving Pittsburgh much. They didn't even have any great scoring opportunities, really, outside the Bluger 2-on-1 chance. So I was very happy with that. Then early, 24 seconds in, as a matter of fact, the Penguin killer, Frank Vatrano, scores a beaut of a shot at the back door. Kreider with a beautiful move. Mika, beautiful cross-crease pass that Jari somehow couldn't play and cover up. And, Kreider and Zibanejad get the assist there. Kreider apparently got the primary. I don't know how. But Frank Vatrano the Penguin killer himself, ends up making a 1-0 game early in the second period. Then you have Schneider, though. He had a nice defensive play in the first period. But then in the second period, how about him bitching Brian Boyle around? Then making a nice defensive play in the corner. Okay. People wanted a big game from Schneider in the live stream today. Well, you got it. Panarin then gets a chance. Does he shoot the puck? Nope. Doesn't shoot on the tape. But the Rangers had a lot of scoring chances. You have Gensel who held Mott. Nothing called there, as per usual. Dryden Hunt wasted an odd-man rush with Johnny Brzezinski. He did not give any sort of competitive chance, but the second line was cooking all night. Mika threw a hit, too. Well, Mika's a badge at throwing a hit. Then you have Igor back-to-back good saves with Gensel. Then there was another good save in that sequence. I think it was Matheson with the chance. But he came up with some big saves there. I ended up completely skipping over though, and the fact in that sequence somewhere in the middle of that, Artemi Panarin scored from Andrew Kopp and Jacob Trouba. How about that pass from Copper? Trouba with a nice carrying it up through the neutral zone. Who knew he had that puck moving ability? Who knew that? But he carries that through. Copper with a beautiful pass and Panarin with a beaut of a shot. Panarin, though, kept shooting after that, which was nice to see. Then at the end of the period, Mika tries to bury an opportunity. And unfortunately, there wasn't time on the clock, but he did score, so didn't matter, but he did score. Early in the third period, or shots in that period, by the way, is split at 8 apiece. And then the third period, this was just lockdown defense from the Rangers, which I love to see. They allowed a lot of shots, but there were a couple competitive ones in there, but nothing too scary until really the end and on the power play. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt there. 2-on-1 broke up by Keandre Miller. Okay. How about a bit of Keandre Miller action tonight? The Rangers were forcing turnovers, though, all night. It was beautiful to see them actually forcing turnovers. Especially the bottom six. The bottom six defensively has looked so good. Mika tried burying a wraparound. For that, though, Schneider looked like he got hooked in the neutral zone. Nothing called. Igor, the beautiful glove save on Carter. And then Jacob Trouba throws a nice hit. And they call interference on that. And either way, though, the Rangers kill it. Beautiful play by Mott to break up one of them. And then Lindy at the end with a beautiful diving effort to break up a pass. Brzezinski then got hooked. And nothing was called there. And Hunt in that same sequence had a nice forward check. He had a nice chance there. How about him keeping it in the zone? And then here was where the drama started. Tyler Mott gets hit by Anthony Angelo. Who are you? I don't know. But he gets hit by him. And it was only 2 minutes. Fine. But that's an unnecessary hit, and I'm pissed off about that. Now Tyler Mott, who knows if he's hurt for a while. Unreal. Unreal. Then Kreider and Strome had a chance in front of the net on the power play in that sequence. And the Pens were going at, specifically, who was it? It was Freeman. He's going at Kreider and Strome for no reason. They didn't go near Jari after the whistle. Relax, buddy. Power play, though, looked awful. And then when Angelo got out of the box, how about Lafreniere? How about him showing him what happens when you fuck with one of his teammates? He throws a nice hit. Then the rest with another bad hooking call. Igor, the beautiful save on Letang from the point. Then makes a nice kick save after that. And then another garbage sequence here. Malkin and Goudreau get into a little bit of a scrum. Goudreau's trying to give Malkin the smoke. And then Matheson all of a sudden jumps in out of nowhere. And no penalty called there. Nothing. Then you have Rodriguez knock down Igor behind the net there on the power play. Then Dryden Hunt buries the empty net. He gets the daggers. Abanijay gets an apple. How about that? The Rangers hold down to go win it 3-0. But the Penguins didn't want the night to end there. As after the horn, they decide to fight. Kreider ended up losing a tooth there. His mouth was all bloody. But he's barking at the Penguins. How about my captain there? Our captain, Chris Kreider there. And the Penguins just didn't leave the ice. Brian Boyle was the only respectable Penguin there telling them to get off the ice. Losers. Absolute losers. And you know what? Maybe and how about Igor waving goodbye to them at the end? That was fucking funny. And you know what? After I tweeted about how I'll play whoever in the first round, you know what? Fine. Give me Pittsburgh. Give me these fucking losers. They are losers. Garbage, embarrassing behavior by them. Embarrassing. They were that tight that they were losing. It's embarrassing. There better be some sort of consequences to the Penguins for this garbage. Because this was embarrassing. And I'm still... I'm pissed. I don't know what I'm most pissed at. That hit on Mott, Matheson jumping in and nothing called, or the fact that they stayed on the ice for as long as they did after the horn. Bunch of pussies. Bunch of pussies. Shots in the third period, 13-6 in favor of Pittsburgh. Shots total, 30-24 in favor of Pittsburgh. Face-off percentage, 52-48 in favor of the Rangers. Hits, 28-22 in favor of Pittsburgh. Block shots, 17-6 in favor of Pittsburgh. Giveaways, 4 for Pittsburgh, 6 for the Rangers. Let's get into each individual line. The first line, of course, being Kreider, Zibanejad, and Vetrano. I thought that they had a great game. I thought Zibanejad had a better game than what we've seen lately. He had some apples tonight. I'd like to see him score one, though. But he had some chances on that wraparound. He had another chance this game in the first period. Kreider looked good, despite not scoring. He might cut it close with this scoring 50 thing, though. We'll say that. And then Vetrano had a great game, of course, against the Penguins. Second line of Panarin, Strowman, Copp. Yeah, this line is ridiculously good, and it is the best line that the Rangers have had over the past few games. They absolutely are cooking right now, and I don't know what they're going to do when Kakko comes back. Do you go with an all-young line there with Lafreniere, Hedl, Kakko? Who knows, but I loved what I saw from that second line. Especially Copp and Panarin. They are so good. Then the third line, Lafreniere, Hedl, Gaudreau. How about them defensively? Barclay Goodrow, 5 hits. I love the guy. Love the guy. And I had people in my chat saying that we should get rid of him earlier. Lafreniere had a solid night. He had a couple scoring opportunities. And Hedl, he just looks faster lately. And I love it. And then the fourth line, hopefully Mott's okay. He played with Brzezinski and Hunt. I thought that line was decent tonight, actually. Especially Brzezinski and Mott. Hunt, though, wasn't terrible tonight. See what happens when he's actually, in a proper role. For the defense, Lindgren and Fox, I thought were solid tonight. Especially Fox. This was a really good game from him. He was blocking shots left and right. He looked good. Second pair, Miller and Trouba. They had one misplay where Trouba jumped too far up and left Miller on the 2-on-1 early in that third period. But outside of that, I thought that they had a really solid game. And then Nemeth and Schneider. Yeah, Nemeth looked lost at times, but Schneider was all over them. But I'm loving this playoff type hockey we're seeing from the Rangers. This is what I want to see down the stretch, and they're giving it to us. Keep it up. Let's get the Twitter. Black Dog says, what a win for the boys. We have bodied the Penguins this season. Even the game they won could have gone either way. Great game by Big Igor. Totally earned the shutout. Haters, please stop. I agree with that. Where are the Igor haters now? Now that he got shut out. His numbers are spiraling down. Yeah, shut up, you jerk-offs. Shut your stupid face. Mika the Crides. Thoughts on Copp's performance tonight. Also, thoughts on the fact that the Penguins had around 7 more shots, but Igor still shut them out. Is it a defensive issue? For Copp's performance tonight, loved it. Copp looked really good tonight. In terms of the Penguins having more shots, I don't think it's a defensive issue. I thought they played well defensively. It's the fact that this league, for whatever reason, supports their, as John Tortorella calls them, whining stars, and gives them these bullshit power plays, so they're naturally going to generate more chances that way. And I didn't think they had that many high danger chances either way. Wade Bacon says, are the Penguins ref merchants, and do they scare you at all come playoff time? Are they ref merchants? Well, yeah, I just mentioned that. So, yep. And do they scare me come playoff time? Any team scares me come playoff time. The playoffs are a different animal. You don't know how a team is going to be in the playoffs. That's my take. It's been my take. NY10, rate Igor's performance on a scale of 1 to 10. How about an 11? And then New York Style 24, I hope Mott is okay, But did you know Crosby is out with a non-COVID related illness? He is? He was? No way. You're lying to me. And yeah, hopefully Mott is okay because that was bullshit. That's where I'm going to wrap things up. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like on it. Subscribe if you guys are new. Turn notifications on, as I mentioned. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go Rangers, baby.